All right, we're back. It's been a long break, Lewis. I mean, I have to say, some people are happy to see Chelsea. We'll have a break from Chelsea. Some people, some people just couldn't bear to see this again because we've definitely struggled. But we did manage to pick up 3 points.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on what you've seen?
First off, Merry Christmas. Hope you had a good holiday and everything.
Thank you, mate.
The performance, great in the first half, and then it just completely fell off. But, at least we've won. At least we're coming out of it feeling semi-positive. And I really want to try and be positive in today's fan camp. But if I have to be a realist, it was great in the first half. We created a lot of chance. I could see patterns of play as well. We were consistently trying to get the ball down the right-hand side, feed it into Havertz, and it worked. He got the goal off the first one. Nice little setup to Mason Mount for the second. And it didn't kill it off. And it was like the third goal would have just given us complete relaxation. My mate was in my ear the whole second half telling me, remember Wolves last season? We were 2-0 up till the 83rd minute and then we threw it away. The only thing that really saved us is Bournemouth are terrible. They're genuinely an atrocious side. But the second half, it wasn't great. But it's a good confidence-building performance. Maybe it's something we can build off. We could go to Nottingham Forest and definitely get 3 points in that game too. But it still feels like we're still at the start of building something and there's still holes within the side that might get exposed against better opposition, but at the very least, Bournemouth didn't make us pay for anything like that.
I mean, they didn't pay with their finishing, but the press was fantastic, and we conceded possession so many times at the back. I actually thought Jorginho had a half-decent game, but we were just risking a lot with those short passes, and sometimes, refreshing as it was to see, Kepa would actually hoof the ball up, and fans are quite happy about that because you don't have the stress that you would have if Mendy was in goal. What did you think about our progressive play defensively? Just comment on that.
Progressive play was good at times. Other areas, it just felt again like it was slow. It was too much possession. We're not really making enough incisive passes, but we did it a little bit more in this game, and the bar is in hell, so I can at least look at that as some sort of a positive. But it was like you said, it was good in some phases, poor in some phases. I thought Jorginho had good ball recoveries in some areas, but then there's others where they just skipped past him like he was a training cone. And that's always been a weakness with his game. Mount, some good passes from him, brilliant pre-assist for the first goal. Then in other areas where he's just playing hero ball and he's just spamming shots for the sake of it. Havertz, great first 20, 30 minutes, disappeared off the face of the earth after that. So it's good, but we still need to see a little bit more. I'll be real about it.
Yeah, I'll make you smile. I do think Havertz made some good runs, to be fair.
He
did okay. What about Pulisic, a player who's not had many minutes? He was given a chance today.
He didn't take it. Most of the time I saw him, he was making either the wrong decisions, he was over-dribbling. Wasn't the best of performances from him. But the only difference between him and the others is I saw all the other attackers turn up in some periods. Mount had a good first half. Sterling, Havertz, all had a good first half. Pulisic, to me, was the invisible man. I've been saying you need to give this guy more opportunities to showcase himself. I agree maybe one game is a bit too early to judge him, but you need to take opportunities by the scruff of the throat when you have them. And he was invisible. Didn't notice him the whole game.
Would you start him against Forest? Give him a run of games?
Kind of, yes, but he's not justifying his position either. It's I'll allow it, it's because it's your first game in, but if you're not doing this against Bournemouth, if you're not doing this against Forest, you shouldn't be starting the City game. That game's way too risky to have any sort of passengers in it. So I'd start him again. You have to have a good performance against Forest, and if you're not doing it then, you can't make any more excuses because you're getting runs at games, you're getting opportunities, you're getting the ball in the right positions and you're doing the right things at the start, you're beating players well. But it's always about the decision making. That's going to be make or break for basically any attacker. We've criticised decision making so much when it comes to this attack. You can't be another one of those players with the same problems. You need to be incisive when you have your chances, and he didn't do it.
If you're Graham Potter, obviously we know he's got a massive backing from the board. I think he had a conversation with, was it Egbali?
Yeah.
And he said it was very positive, refreshing. He feels more confident than ever. We've got a busy January, busy February, just a busy season, to be honest with you. How's he going to manage this, especially with injuries like Reece James?
That Reece James injury killed me, and it killed us too. We were already a bit lethargic before James came off. Then we brought him off, and they just spammed the right-hand side, and we couldn't do anything about it. have to play it by ear. It depends on how bad the injury is, but this just makes it more and more obvious that we need to be bringing in another right back. How many years do we just rely on Reece James by himself? And then we just expect Azpilicueta to come in and just be a nice little poster stamp on all of that. He isn't the same player. I love Azpi, Chelsea legend, all of that. We'll never criticize him. Well, we'll criticize, but I'll never slander him. But he's not at the level that we're looking for, especially to man the entire right-hand side. Good for a game or two, and that's it. I've seen us in the market, and we do look active. We look like we're looking at a lot of areas, but the two key areas we haven't focused on yet. Don't hear any direct talks over any right-backs. Any midfielder I'm hearing is investments and not anything serious. Like, we need more immediate responses. All we're looking at is investments for the future, and that's great, but we need more right now. That game was not convincing. It was a good win, but it wasn't a convincing 90-minute performance. We basically got cooked that whole second half.
Score prediction for Forest?
So, I don't know with these lot. They could lose 1-0 for all I know. I'll say 2-0. Keep the positivity going. It'd be nice to get a run of games. But, yeah, I don't know where the goals are coming from. And I don't know if we'll keep a clean sheet. Forest at home, they've had some results here or there. Didn't they beat Liverpool at home a couple months back? So can't underestimate them. But I don't know, we'll have to see. They could have a terrible attack too and not take any of the chances we put on a plate for them. So it all depends. But we should be winning that game. Because after that, it's City and then it's Liverpool. If we don't get the results in these sorts of games, when are we going to get the results?
Absolutely, mate. Thank you very much.